Hello everybody and welcome back for the second Ashe run. We're going to be playing against Garen today. The first attempt was a little more rocky than I was expecting for Teemo, that is. I haven't played against them. So Omen Hawk has a studded leather now, so it's like it's a 2-2. It's kind of neat, I guess. Not too much to write home about, but it does make that unit better. Yep. Yeah, this is what we're gonna draw. The first card you play each round costs one less. So this is functionally very similar to you have one more mana each turn. That is very, very good. There's literally another epic power that's just you start with an extra mana gem. It's what makes the 2-star power so strong, despite the fact that it tends to be the other effect tends to be much weaker than your 1 and 3-star powers. This extra mana is very powerful. So not even a choice, and I'm now feeling very, very good about everything in this run because having extra mana available right away just changes the entire dynamic of how you play. Like, this is a turn 3 play. This actually is just kind of awkward now, weirdly enough. I'm going to shuffle back the Iceveil Archers, weirdly, because I'm kind of unlikely to play them early, and I just wanted something else. Oh my god, I just realized we don't have 20 cards in our deck. So we don't get the discount until after we pick a support champion. That's so funny. I don't think I've ever started a run with this since they added it. That's hilarious. I'm just like sitting here thinking, oh, of course I'm gonna get that, but no, we only have 18 cards. Oh no. I'll play the Sentry.
See the Demacian border from here.
Like, it's possible they would play 1-drop, but I know they'll probably block here. But either way, if they don't play a 1-drop, then it's just kind of foolish not to have played the 2 damage card. Try to get in a little bit more. So our spells cost 1 more. Everyone's spells cost 1 more. We'll play the 3-4. They're just going to attack, because the first levels, for some reason, just always attack with everything. I'm not sure why. I think that there are some exceptions, but it's pretty rare. There are, like, obviously different kind of, like, levels of AI in this game. And you can just kind of start noticing patterns about some of them. Like, the first levels always do this and whatever, but it's kind of weird. So we can't make them unable to block, and we can only deal 7 to them, unfortunately, when they're at 8. But they are almost dead, so whatever.
For the honor of my house.
Kind of annoying. No, it's a 3-6. Well, to be fair, it's a soon-to-be dead.
Nothing escapes my
3-2 Sentry. Nice. I'll flash freeze that just so this can block there, block there. But our Ryan Fang Wolf will kill it because it has 0 power. Easy. GG, easy, nerd. And I think Ashe will flip. Oh, no, Ashe won't flip. It doesn't matter, though. They're at 1.
For the homestead.
Send everybody in. Easy. Well, honestly, I think it's pretty impossible to lose to the first level until, like, the Zed run probably could kind of cheese you out of it. The Nautilus run, probably not. The Victor one, maybe. The Draven one. The Draven one actually was really rough for, shoot, what was I thinking? It was really rough for Annie, surprisingly, because they would just always fight Annie, so it was impossible to actually do anything. It was so awkward getting through that one level. So my inclination is to take Kindly Tavern Keeper. I really like this card, as it turns out. It kind of scales well with the game, too, so I'm thinking maybe we just do this, but the healing is nice here. I'm going to take this just because it scales, which isn't super relevant usually, but it does come up. Well, here we go. We had one of the other 2 sisters in the first run, and we'll take the other one here. Why? Because it seems thematic, and I'm not really looking too closely at that. Now, I love Scribe of Sorrows. I love it a lot, and I know I start with way too much gold for where, like, kind of most people will be. Assuming you're not way leveled up and haven't put so much time into this, but I'm going to go to Scribe of Sorrows. Scribe of Sorrows is always good. My only complaint here is just that I don't like this Iceveil Archer. kind of tempted to just shuffle those two back. If we don't have a 1-drop, we don't have a 1-drop, but there we go. So we can actually play the Ruthless Raider on turn 1? That's not bad. I guess it depends on what they play.
This land is ours.
I'll play my Raider. Thing is a very big 1-drop. So the big difference, you don't be fooled by like seeing these numbers on here and think like, oh, I'll play Ruthless Raider into Shared Spoils. That will not work. I'm going to play... I kind of want to use the Shared Spoils as long as we have it. Like, we could just try and kill them faster, but like a little bit faster with Ruthless Raider, but I think that it's all kind of the same. Like they would technically be at 11, but this trade still would have happened and whatever. So I'm going to do that, draw a big Avarician Trapper. I like the little, like, quick little ping that happened there. Oh, make sure to get that one too. Oh, I didn't even realize this had gotten so, like, what? Construct, grant the top unit of the opponent's deck +1/+0. Oh, interesting. I did not remember that. Okay, well, probably would have played that a little bit differently. I would have played this Avarician Trapper so I could just block that, but was not paying that much attention. Sometimes just kind of, like, doodling along in my head. And then we, like, you know, died, but it's fine. We could use the Rhyme Fang Wolf to kill this thing.
Leave your bags in the door.
Ooh, that's a 5/4. Well, now we can use the Rhyme Fang Wolf to kill this thing, so really it's kind of the same deal. And this Ashe has quick attack, so from our item, so she got a pretty good exchange there. We could play the Ruthless Raider, but I'll just save it. That is a 5/3. That is definitely a 5/3, and no one can tell me otherwise. I'm gonna play the Trapper. These can trade, but I'll probably just flash freeze it. Is why let them do that to me, you know? Also, we want to flip Ashe eventually anyway. No, I'll play the Raider. This is 5, 10, 15, so easy win. They could have something. That's a lie. I do have the attack token. I see it right there, game. Get out of here.
The war is over.
We did it.
Now we rebuild.
I still don't like that line. The war's not over. The war isn't over. We're in the middle of the run. You can say it at the end. Rhymefang Den Mother. When I'm summon a Rhymefang pack, grant it +1/+1 for each time you frostbitten enemies claim. Okay, so it's the same text. This thing is Sejuani's card. It draws a Sejuani, and it has Plunder, double the power and allies of, or power and health of allies in your deck. I don't really need that, and this thing's just more expensive stuff. I guess like we have +1 mana, so that's not the worst. These are, honestly, the reality is these are all really similar cards. A big expensive equipment is like, we win long games. This thing is we win long games. This thing is we win long games. So you know what? Screw it. Let's take the let's take the biggest we win long games. I don't know. Why not? Now, while I do this, I'm going to buy I didn't think about this. We could have bought, so that we would have discount 4 mana gems. We could have played a 6-drop on turn 1. Well, but the 6-drop wasn't good, so we don't care about that. Sure, you know what? I'm just going to buy all of them. Let's buy the third one. Why not? Who needs money? Round in. If the foe dealt damage to the player's nexus this round, deal 1 to the player's weakest unit. Alright. I don't know why I never remember these early levels powers at all. They're just Teflon. It's like, I could tell you what basically like every level in the, we can play this turn 1. I'll replace one of those. I can basically tell you like what every power in the Nautilus run does, but I do not remember like any of these. Oh, this isn't turn 1. This is gonna be. Dang it! Dang it! I mean, this is still pretty good to play on turn 1. So is Ashe though, and let's just do that instead. You know.
I will unite the Freljord.
Alright, we have an extra spell mana for whatever that's worth. It's not bad. I'm gonna play the Rhyme Wolf first, because if they play something, then it just kind of gets eaten.
Swiftly now.
They didn't, so they just take 7. I don't know what they're doing. Doesn't really matter. How did I mismath that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would have to be a 5-drop that I
A
can play in
warrior
turn 1.
needs a drum beat.
Dance of Tusks. Deal 1 to all Nexuses. Rude. Stop it. I don't really want that thing to attack, and mostly, like, just out of I don't want to lose these. So, screw it. We'll just Frostbite and make a 2-2. That's not the greatest play, but it's fine. And in fact, it does say we win, so we just grab this, and then this is 7. So I didn't actually do the math, but it does work out nicely. One of those things where I should probably have done the math, but I made a play that I incidentally made the play, so I wasn't punished for it.
Now we
Not
rebuild.
good practice, but it's okay. Not everything has to be good practice, especially when it's like a casual mode, say, like Path of Champions is. Realize some of my Urza commander deck is falling over here. Spoils of War. Grant an ally +1/+2, or plunder granted +2/+4 instead. Eh. Stalking Wolf is actually not bad. I'm thinking. This says heal your Nexus. We do have a lot of mana. Also, how many cards do we have? 28? Like, if you can get to 40 cards in your deck, it kind of should be your goal, because getting a discount of 2 is so much. And it's like, and then like these kind of small things start looking worse. You know what? I'll take the Spoils of War. I'll have to hope that we can mulligan aggressively for it. Smooth Soloist. Well, unfortunately, we don't have mana or money, so I'll go to the shop and see if we can buy some things and make our way closer to 30 cards, or 40 cards, but we can't quite get there. Wrath of the Freljord. Enemies with 3 or less power can't block. And summon Frostbite enemies with 3 or less health. I don't think we need to be doing like that much expensive stuff, you know, but it could have been, maybe it was the right call. This, on the other hand, is a 4/6 with Plunder. So, like, it's a good early play, and it's a good late play, because we can actually play this turn 1. I think I'm going to buy a couple of those. Should we take 1 Battle Fury? Nah, let's not dilute our deck that much. Like, we can't really, like, I don't want to set up, like, a ton of cards into our deck to try and get to 40 by putting in bad cards, and then just have us die to this Ashe randomly. It's so wild on this early run to see 4 powers already, but... so none of these are especially great. Like... I guess, like, Plunder is fine. It's just unexciting. I could, like, maybe hold on to one of them, because, like, I guess it would have to be, like, specifically an Omen Hawk on turn 1 that we can play for free and then use the 4 mana to get an extra mana gem. But, like, sure, why not? Let's see if we can make it work, you know? Like, how cool would that be? It didn't, but it's okay. We are able to... We can go Rhymefang Wolf into Shared Spoils, though. That's not bad. That'll cost 2. That's why... No! I'm going to attack and hope they don't block. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, opponent, for not doing that. Because now we get to draw a card with that. Got him. Got him. So we only have 2 mana this time. Nice fail. Archer. Stinky. I'll just play the Everescent Sentry. They'll attack with both if they do. Nope, they don't attack with both at all. Never mind. Doesn't matter what I was going to say. Weirdly, we don't have Frostbite.
Safeguard our homes.
I'm just going to do that, I think. And if they want to trade here, we're fine with it. Unfortunately, I would like to have played Wolf Rider to get the extra mana gem, but they didn't want to cooperate.
There's a scent in the air.
Sure. And this thing is a 4/4, so Fortunately, we've made our big things bigger, which is not really our goal. So we're just gonna have to play our 4-3 because these need to trade. Oh well. I'm probably gonna play Ashe, if I had to guess.
I will
Hey,
unite the Freljord.
look how right I am. I'm gonna Frozen in Fear this. It's like another. It's not so great use of that card. But I just wanted to pause this for a turn. Now instead, I'm gonna play Sejuani. Normally I would play Ashe here, but Sej actually works really well with Sejuani. Spooky. Oh, and they level up too? Well, they get the free frostbites. That makes sense. So it no longer has 0 power, and the Rhymefang Wolf can no longer just kill it. I think I do just want to Challenger that. And I suppose I'll attack with this too? Yeah, I guess I can attack with this. It's not the worst. And I could like put that there and then make them trade here. I don't hate it. Yeah, sure, let's go. I would have liked to be able to get in a damage because it's going to take forever to flip Sejuani, but you know, it's fine.
Welcome to the tipsy
So they're going to heal. But we kind of just start playing haymakers at them, just huge threat, huge threat, huge threat. So I think we're okay. Like here, we get to play 8/7 friend, which means that this is decent. Ooh, wait a minute. Forgot about the Crystal Arrow. Which I could have just looked up and seen that, but that means that Ashe is gonna Frostbite here. So we're actually gonna take a good amount of damage this turn. And we probably can't really kill Ashe, so I guess we just kind of chump block here to not take 14. I think this gets so big. Oh, it got Omen Hawk? Sure, that's been messing us up this entire time. Like, if it had 4 toughness, it would have been fine. So that's just a pump spell, which isn't the worst, honestly. We do have big things to attack with, and I don't mind attacking. I wish she still had vulnerable, though. I think I'm just going to attack with these.
The time is right. Strike now.
Okay.
No backing down.
I was really, really hoping to play the Tusk Raider this turn, but now they're not taking damage. So we're going to pump Sejuani. Not Sejuani, Alpha Wild Claw. So, and they will take damage, which is nice.
Nothing escapes my watch.
But, damn, that kind of sucked. I guess, like, I could probably have also seen that. I'm just not really looking at the top, at what they're doing too much. But again, we get to keep playing 7/6s, and now they're back to kind of playing, like, the support cards, the 3/3, the 2/1, the 2/1. There's no Ashe. They had to use their Ashe to try and get a favorable trade. I don't really care about this thing. It's like this thing, the 2/2, the 2/1 overwhelm is just not that exciting. I'm pretty okay with just an easy block there to just stop them from dealing us damage.
I will unite the Freljord.
We haven't really drawn much.
True leadership.
This thing is so good, especially because it costs them 3. This is probably the best.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
So it's gonna hit Ashe and oh no, it's gonna hit both of them. Gross. Okay.
As the arrow flies.
Hot on the trail.
So I'm gonna attack like this,
You'll make a fine totem.
which we will deal 1 damage. That's all we need. Now I could Spoils of War. Spoils of War would let Sejuani live, but we're gonna draw Sejuani anyway, so I think we're fine.
To the ice.
Light the
Alright. So we got rid of both of those things.
Not and ready.
Frostbite, our thing, yeah, that's fine. And now we'll play the Tusk Raider. So everything in the deck is now bigger. In fact, very big.
Winter is the Freljord's
And I think that I'm just
true
going to... I'm gonna... Ooh. Making these things bigger is probably really good, too. Oh my god, Red Plus Ramen is so annoying. What is this thing normally? It's an 8? That's a 7? So she would go to a 7. I think that that's fine. Like, there's so many other things that get frostbitten first that I'm okay with it. I'm going to take that one. The shared spoils would be really nice, but it's not going to...
The frost reveals all to
It's not going to be on for a minute, so it's kind of like, what's the point of playing it? Play the 6-2. We could, like, I could play Sejuani, but I'd rather play it when, like, replacing this or whatever.
Ice runs in our veins.
Because the... I didn't really finish the thought. Oop. Give that one. Okay, I almost skipped by that. I thought I was confirming what I was targeting.
My aim
But
is true.
there we go. We got our frostbites in. But because the vulnerable and frostbite is only until the end of the turn. Okay, we're frostbiting Sejuani, sure. Okay. I kind of would like to have. What's that going to go there? This doesn't matter that much. It really doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm thinking about this much. Still haven't hit them 5 times. Oh, that couldn't block anyone. Got
Now
there.
begins a new era.
I guess that was never... We were never looking in that bad of shape, but it was kind of annoying that we were... It took so long to flip champions, like, it took a while with all these expensive cards, like, and it's a little bit of a risk, and I knew that, but it's been a little slow going. So we're at 32, we're gonna go to 33. Definitely want Ashe. I think I'll just take Spell Shield. I don't want... Stop frostbiting my Ashe. My Ashe does not like being frostbitten. An ally survives damage granted +1/+1. That seems quite good for us. What's this? Poros? Poros? Or an item chest. Poros? Item chest. I don't think we have anything particularly good to do with Poros, but, like, I kind of want to go to Poros. I guess it's, like, cheaper cards, too, if we can get, like, one that's, like, draw a card or something, but... This just adds one card for free, and then if there's a shop, we can, like, buy cards to get up to 40. Because I really would like to get to 40, not even because we really need it, just because it's cool to do. Everything costing 2 less is so much, especially for that first turn. We don't need that. I still don't like this as our 1-drop. I guess this thing's fine. But this isn't my favorite card. Ugh. Again, we're probably going to play this thing. Because an early play, that's so stinky. Oh no, never mind. We get the thing that I bought specifically because I could buy it early. Get in there for 4/6. And they're going to chump block. Perfect. Like, how silly is it? We start with a 4/6 on turn 1. I guess that's, like, not that different than the Vayne deck did, but that was a 2-star deck. Not,
They're out there.
not 0-star Ashe or whatever. So they're going to attack, probably. Let's do this.
The trap is set.
The one thing I don't like about that card is, like, yes, it makes a cheap 5/5, but, like, inherently you don't draw the other cards, and I don't know that I, like, care that much about this thing. We'll attack.
Ready the torches.
And the reason is that this is going to get in damage, and then we play this, and then we get a mana chunk. I like getting mana chunks. I like getting to play more cards, because it makes the game very easy. So now we'll have 5 mana, and we can just play this Alpha Wildclaw. We can also play Ashe, but Ashe is not going to do that much this turn. So let's not. Let's play this Alpha Wildclaw, because it's huge. Blows them up. Now I'm going to play Ashe.
All the world on one arrow.
All the world on one arrow. It's the thing she says in League of Legends. Never really got what it meant, to be honest.
Out of my way.
But it's fine. Bam. Alright, they're going to Frostbite Ashe, which I am certainly going to Frostbite that, and that's why I left up that mana.
just another
Didn't even look at this. That didn't work out well. That worked out really poorly, in fact, but it's fine.
Young cub, I could show you a better way.
Aw. Young cub. Aw, Ash is just trying to take care of the people.
Leave your bags at the door.
What a cutie. Nothing we're doing over here. Like, nothing in our hand is that good anymore. We're kind of out of the expensive stuff. Sure, I guess.
Can't afford to miss.
I'll just play the Raider.
Rend them limb from
It's just a
limb.
very generic
We'll
card
have
that I
the
don't care
first
that much
bite.
about. I'll pass. I would like to plunder this if I can, but we're not like we're losing out on a couple mana, but it's not that big of a deal. They also don't have anything. They don't really have good blocks anywhere, except for maybe like a 0/4 and a 3/1. They're just gonna throw away the 0/4.
Let's talk about your
That's a
dad.
trade. That's a trade. This is not a trade. That's fine. All right. So we will get damage in. Not quite killing them, but we get to play some like silly cards. So like this guy is a 6/6. Other allies with 5+ power have overwhelm, which is gorgeous. And we can actually, is it 5+? It's 5+. Well, I'm still gonna play this. Part of me wants to wait so we can pump something else up, but you know what? It's okay. I'll make this like a better blocker again, I guess. I'll just take this, I guess. It doesn't matter. I'll pass.
All destiny ends.
They just have all 3 of their bone scryers in hand. Okay, 0/6 time. Cool. We'll see if they even play anything.
There's a
They're gonna shoot
scent in
something
the
for 1.
air.
Sure. They tend to shoot whatever's just on the right. Like, and just target whatever's on the far right. It's not even really clear to me why. Doesn't matter. We're going to attack, Ashe is going to level, and then nothing can block. Downside of playing a bunch of 0/6 against Ashe, they don't block anything. So we just hit them for 34.
I'll lead us to victory!
After this wonderful Crystal Arrow animation from the beginning of Legends of Runeterra. Got him.
The war is
If
over.
nothing else, this
Now we
this
rebuild.
this run is really just showing how powerful mana can be, and how one of the downfalls of having a ton of mana sometimes is that you just run out of stuff to do. Oh no. Well, that does help with that. So does this, though. I kind of feel like we're... I mean, our things don't die is the things. I'm going to take the Caught in the Cold. Caught in the Cold is a really good spell. Like, giving something Frostbite and Vulnerable is a lot. So we'll go here. I kind of like having access to this. But it's definitely one of the weaker draws, and like I feel like I should be careful with that. Let's just take another copy of like this thing that says draw a card on it at least. Alright, we're at 36 cards, so we should draw... We should buy at least 4 cards. And I think that we actually are going to have like a nice couple pickups here. We'll pick up 2 of those, and 2 copies... Oh, maybe we don't pick up the second copy of that. Let's just buy this as the last one. So we have 40 cards. We don't need to buy any more. I'm not going to buy that. Oh, I can't buy that. Doesn't matter. Do I have items? Do I want this? I don't know. This is... Honestly, it's just kind of a samey pick. Let's go this way. Well, you know what? We could take an item for Sejuani. Give ourselves 3 copies of each. Because neither of them, neither Ashe nor Sejuani are champions that, like, I feel like their champion spells like super impactful. It's like they're both good combat tricks. I don't need to have a ton of either of them. I'd rather just make sure that I have one of one, one of the other. We can Sejuani turn 1. That's probably what we're gonna do. They get to play first. Hopefully they play something. This hand's great though. I was like trying to think if I wanted to change anything, like maybe the Frozen in Fear. But it's not that big of a deal. This thing is just free whenever we want to play it. It's just a free copy of a champion, we just don't know which one yet. I'll play Sejuani solely so that we can get her out turn 1, because that's huge. Literally, she's gigantic. Let's see. So we get Frozen in Fear. It's a 3/2. It's not that big of a deal. Let's honestly let's just
onward.
this costs 0 or 2. I'm sorry. This costs 2 normally. This costs 2 normally. I'm gonna play the Ruthless Raider for more damage.
Drive them before us, Era.
Kind of annoying, but not. So annoying. Okay.
Bristle, attack.
We'll just attack with Sejuani then. For 5. I would have attacked, but because this couldn't actually damage this, except it got +1 power from when the foe summons an elite.
The fruits of conquest.
Sure. So we get to give a bunch of stuff +1/+1, and our Sejuani now has Spell Shield. Not that they tend to play a lot of spells, frankly, but we also have a million Rhinefang
You
Wolves
can
in here.
count on me.
I'm not mad about it. Rhinefang Wolf is really good. Annoyingly, we can only play one of these, though. So I guess we'll just bank the 2 mana. It'll probably go towards a
I'm
Frozen in
actually
Fear
here.
at some point. They can attack just to get in damage, but it would be it'd be a lot of units trading for kind of no reason. So I'm not going to go for it. Yeah, let's play Ashe.
I will unite the Freljord.
Today, Ashe, you'll see true leadership.
Today, Ashe, you'll see true leadership. Alright, so we've frostbitten once. I can use this to kill this, to effectively kill the 4/3 by dragging. Actually, I guess that we could have. It's a 5. This Rhinefang Wolf is a 5/6, so it's like kind of the same whether or not we drag that or not. In fact, we should almost just like do this.
Show me a target.
This is going to be.
The Winter's Claw.
I think it'll actually be. I think it'll be this one is the one that gets frostbitten for whatever it matters.
I'm ready.
These are gonna trade now. I just didn't want to. I didn't want this blocking something else. Let's just get in some damage. Made some trades. Hit them for a lot. They gave up some units. All good things. This is a 2/2.
All right, let's
not
get
the
to work.
most. This thing's actually really annoying, giving things plus toughness. How dare you? We've got both of our champions, so it's like, if I want to draw a combat trick, I can just play that, I suppose, but it's not even the greatest thing right now. They get a 3/3? Sure.
Now that's a bit better.
Let's play another one. We just got all the wolves, all the woofers. Played the
Guide our
2/2s
allies, my friend.
because I think that they Ashe flips this turn, so it's like, oh, well, that's pretty good. So is that though? If this game actually goes, I don't know that this game actually
Swiftly now.
goes for any amount of time longer. So this is gonna get frostbitten and won't be able to block, so we'll just do that, and then they should be dead.
Avarosa, guide me.
GG. All the Rhinefang wolves were kind of awkward, just because we can't actually like stack mana or anything for them, so like
My work.
we just kind of had to play them like one at a time. And, like they're big, and they made combat very easy, but they were slower than just like if we'd had one Alpha Wildclaw. I think that game ends like a full turn earlier. But whatever, it's not that big of a deal. None of this really matters, to be honest. Summon a follower with my cost from your regions? Sure. Or we could do that. This thing just costs nothing. I don't really want the Frozen Thrall. Sure, we'll take this thing. Just for another 5-drop that we can play on turn 1. If we need it. And we will pick up Challenger on this. We'll go here. Is there a card we want to cut now that we can, technically? So we can cut a card that costs 2. Or I'm sorry, a card that... we can cut a card that we only have 2 copies of. I'm gonna cut the Avarosan Trapper. I don't like it. Let's get rid of it. put some angry Yetis in the deck means I'm not drawing all these like big bombs that I have in the deck, so I don't really want to play it. So why bother? Are we on the attack? We are. So Iceveil Archer actually has some use. I'm gonna shuffle back this Tusk Raider because it's gonna be a while before we play it. And if we draw it, we draw it. If we don't, I'm sure we'll draw something else. Whee! As it turns out, we drew a Sejuani, so yeah, you know, easy pickup or whatever. Too bad that we can't use her to Frostbite, but she's just a 5/6 overwhelm, so we're gonna take it. I think a 4/6 overwhelm with regenerate. Maybe it was worth playing this and like the Omen Hawk, but that probably would have been better. Oh well. Although this would have just traded there, so it's not like it would be that much better.
All right, let's get to work.
We can play this on turn 2. So at the end of the day, we kind of played the same thing. But actually, that worked really well. I didn't even think about that. Play Ashe for 2 mana.
Today, Ashe, you'll see true leadership.
Attack. Drag there. Just because we can kill it. Garen is Garen's just getting beat up. Sorry, your mid boss turned on you. Ashe is here. Ashe is tired of playing second fiddle. They have played so many of these. Stop it. Okay, we'll play this, I guess. Oh shoot! I didn't even see this. We're gonna lose our Ashe. I missed that this was the challenger thing. Oh, okay, they're just not attacking. I don't know why they didn't trade there, but they chose not to, I guess. I don't know. Hiya. Doesn't particularly matter. I don't think they can like possibly live here.
Stay still.
Oh, well, that's too bad. And then they lost. So this deck was absurd. The first deck was really rough. This one we got the advantage of just having 1,000,000 mana basically every turn. So GG easy, I guess. And I don't know. The Ashe deck is interesting, but it's like those two decks felt like totally different decks, and it was just completely based on what the support champion was. Because Ashe is like just a bunch of kind of reasonable cards on her own, and there's like this Frostbite thing, but you don't need your entire deck to be Frostbite to flip her. So there's a lot of room to just kind of figure out what to do with the deck, and it's interesting. So thank you so much for watching, and tune in tomorrow for the next step.